What's up? This is Marcello. Today, let's sample our phone. I plugged it straight into the MPC-1. So let's go to this great app called Radio. I used it before. Sampler. Turn the monitor on so we can hear something. Well, what should we take? Let's take something from the 1950's. Okay. We are in Indonesia. Let's arm it. I like this. It has a vibe. Hey. 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 Alright. This is interesting. Leng gang. I wanna edit it. Now let's chop it up. Alright, I chopped it up and we are in bank E. So we got a lot of banks full of slices. Let's convert it into a new drum program. Pad parameters, do it. Main. Now let's find it. Where it is. Where is it? Here we go. So let's go to program edit, as I always do, and let's just tweak it a little bit and let's see if we can find a nice pattern. Let's go to bank E because there's some instrumental. Only instrumental going on. Nice. A little bit faster maybe. 90. Alright, let's edit this one, for example. I think the start point is a little bit too early, I feel like. Okay, this is interesting. A little bit stressful, but... Let's add those two, but let's copy the sequence. Okay, this is interesting. Let's add an effect to this one. For the whole program, I want to add some kind of reverb first. Let's add a reverb. Hey. And then let's add a filter gate, because the sampler is kind of chaotic still from the rhythm, and the filter gate can just tame it. I mean, it changes a lot of sound, of course, but let's try it. It's a little stressful, but I feel like with drums it could work. Let's add some drums. I loaded up drums that knock number 8. I like this kick and this clap. Let's take those. let's add hi-hat. I like this one. Let's actually add it without timing correct. Come on. Let's add some percussion. I feel like with this beat we can create some nice pockets with the percussions. Let's add this one. This could be a nice melodic percussive element. So let's play it with 16 levels tune. Let's lower the level. It should be in the background, just for the texture. Let's shorten this one. And let's tune it down. Warp it. Interesting. It's like a little drum roll, like. Okay. Okay. But let's put this one in mute group 1, and let's go to the kick. Here's the kick, also in mute group 1. So whenever the kick hits, this snare roll thing will be cut off. It's not a snare roll, I know, but it will. It has the purpose of it. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, save. If you're enjoying this video, which is not over yet, hit the like button. All right, let's add a bass. Hey, what kind of bass could we add? Let's try a plug-in instrument. Let's try hype. Let's try some nice bass warm maybe. C minor. Yeah, it's minor. Okay, I like this one. Like this. Pretty groovy, I would say. Let's add some higher elements. Another plug-in instrument. What could we add? Maybe a flute. Maybe a flute from Hype. Let's see, flute. Yeah, they have a pan flute. And the funny thing is the pan flute is in the brass section. I don't really know why. I think in the last beat I used the pan flute. It could be quite cheesy also, but let's try some ARP. Let's go to program edit and change it a little bit from the sound. And maybe just automate the pan flute a little bit. Yeah, let's automate the reverb. Shift automation. Okay. Shift automation again. Maybe the modulation. Yeah, the modulation is interesting. Shift automation. I kind of want to make another variation, so let's copy this sequence to the next one. Call it variation 1. Whatever. And now let's go to the sample program, to the sample track 1, and let's actually copy this track to track 5. That's fine. Let's call it sample 2, and now let's go to our new track, and let's now duplicate the program of the sample, so we can change the program without changing the original one. Okay, but first let's go to track 1 and mute the original one, of course. Hey. Okay, now we can just, for example, pitch down the whole thing 1 octave. Let's try that. Okay, it's not working with the rhythm. But what we can do is just erase what we played and make a new and let's actually mute the pan flute. And now let's go to the program and let's add a mother ducker to control the sample a little bit more. Mother ducker, and let's go to the kick. Here's the kick, and let's add that input, mother ducker input to the kick. So that adds an additional groove, kind of, because it ducks every time the kick hits. Recht machen, den Pickel ausdrücken und Recht haben, doch das geht nicht so einfach, verstehen wir uns zweifach, dann treten wir. There's always the problem with if sequences are changed. So if I go from sequence 2 to sequence 3, the tail of the samples that are being triggered in sequence 2 reaches out into sequence 3. So I don't know how to solve that, actually. Does anyone have an idea? Please let me know in the comments, because that's a thing that I've been... I mean, there are some workarounds, of course, but they're rather annoying. All right, let's create a very easy arrangement varying between those two sequences, so sequence 2 and sequence 3. So let's go to Menu, Song, and let's just insert. Let's start with sequence 3, then go to sequence 2, but let's maybe... Oh, okay. Next sequence 3 again, and then sequence 2, and maybe a few more. So this will just alternate between. Okay. I would say let's convert it into sequence 4. So let's convert into sequence 4, do it. It should be fine now. Let's see if it worked. Sequence 4. I feel like we can add something to the master. Just one little thing. Maybe the MPC 60, which makes it a little bit fatter. And maybe just an EQ to boost some highs and some lows. What's the kill EQ actually? Is it? Can we use that? Let's use the kill EQ. So I want to have low about 100 Hertz and high, let's make it 6000. So this is without. And this is with. As you can hear, it sounds more expensive. Less flat, less mid-rangey. And there's more space for the vocals. So it's a pretty cool move in the end. The little smiley curve. Just boost the highs and the lows a little bit. Make a little smiley. Yeah. Not always, of course. Only if it sounds good, but it's a good move to do. It's a good move to consider. All right, let's go to XYFX. And let's play it back with some lyrics. Let's see if I can find some.
Sagt mir nicht, was ich machen soll, das Leben nicht gerade sinnvoll. Sie wollen Geschichte schreiben wie Geschwister Scholl, doch ich lass es nicht zu wie dicke Leute Kühlschränke. Du siehst mich abends mit Whisky im Vestibül hängen. Stuhlgänge werden getätigt von glänzenden Visagen. Du kommst hier nicht rein, denn Gretel kann Hänsel nicht ertragen. Karge Fassaden wollen sich aufhübschen, zurecht machen, den Pickel ausdrücken und Recht haben. Doch das geht nicht so einfach, verstehen wir uns zweifach, dann treten wir gemeinsam ins Scheinwerferlicht wie Kometen, nicht greifbar. Eifersucht kommt vor dem Fall, Leidenschaft kommt vor dem Knall und beides macht mehr Sinn mit ein bisschen Halt. Oder Echo, ey, leist du mir dein? Ich komme meistens so rein, das wäre mein Verhalten aus Stein. Du hängst mir ein Bein, fängst dir eine ein, als hättest du einen Witz übernimmst. Hättest du eine Party geschmissen.
Joke. Well, it was a try. And it was fun. While it lasted. I hope you had a good time. If you enjoyed the video, check out this video. I'll see you over there. Peace.